In this video, I will show you how to replace the side view mirror assembly on a 4th generation Kia Sportage. To remove the mirror, we will first have to take off the front door panel, since there are two boards hidden behind this panel. Using a plastic trim removal tool, gently pry off the triangular sail panel at the front upper corner of the door. It is secured only by retaining clips, so work carefully around the edges until it pops free. With the trim cover out of the way, you can see the three mounting boards that secure the side mirror assembly to the door. One of them is easily accessible, while access to the other two is blocked by the interior door panel. Although it's technically possible to reach the mounting nuts with a 10mm wrench through this opening, but the available space is very limited. It can be difficult to turn the wrench, and the mirror's electrical connector is also blocked. There isn't enough space to pull the connector. Removing the door panel provides much better access, making the job quicker, easier, and far less frustrating. Look inside the door armrest and you will see a small plastic cover. Carefully remove the cover with a small flathead screwdriver to expose the hidden mounting screw. Remove the screw using a Phillips head screwdriver and set it aside in a safe place. If you are replacing the side view mirror on the passenger side door, there is one additional step. Before the door panel can be removed, you will have to remove the two Phillips head screws located behind the grab handle cover. To access them, locate the small notch near the upper right corner of the cover. Insert a trim tool into the notch and carefully pry the cover away from the grab handle. Once the cover is removed, the two Phillips screws will be exposed. Remove both screws and set them aside before proceeding with door panel removal. Now it's time to release the door panel. Start by locating the slot in the center of the panel's bottom edge. Insert a trim removal tool into the slot between the door panel and the metal door frame. Then pull the panel towards you to release the retaining clips. Once all the clips have been released, grab the door panel with both hands and lift it straight upward. The upper edge hooks over the window channel, so lifting the panel is necessary before it can be removed. At this point, do not pull the panel completely away from the door. Several electrical connectors and the interior door handle and lock cables are still attached. First, disconnect the cables by removing the cable retainer from the back of the interior handle assembly. Press the locking tab on the white plastic housing and pull it straight out of the mounting bracket. Both cables remain secured inside the housing. Next, disconnect the tweeter speaker wiring harness. Unplug its electrical connector by pressing the locking tab and pulling the connector straight out. Next, disconnect the wiring harness for the power window switch assembly. Press the release tab on the side and pull it out. You may have to wiggle it a little as it is tightly seated. Just don't pull the wires as it can damage the wiring harness. Also, unplug the connector for the power mirror control switch. Now carefully lift the door panel away from the vehicle and place it in a safe location to avoid scratching the panel. Now we have clear access to all three side mirror mounting boards as well as the mirror's electrical connector. First, disconnect the electrical connector from the side mirror. Press the locking tab on the side of the connector and pull it straight out. Next, you will need a 10mm socket and ratchet to remove these mounting bolts. Remove the two lower mounting bolts first. Once the lower bolts are out, hold the mirror securely with one hand from the outside of the door. Then remove the remaining upper bolt and carefully pull the mirror assembly away from the door. The mirror may still be held by a single clip. This is to prevent the mirror from falling after you remove all three bolts. You can release the clip by pressing the tabs on the side, then remove the mirror. Before installing the replacement mirror, compare it with the original to make sure the mounting points, electrical connector, and all features are identical. If your vehicle is equipped with options such as a heated mirror, indicated turn signal, blind spot indicator, or power folding, verify that the replacement mirror supports the same functions. Before reinstalling the side mirror, take a moment to clean the mounting surface on the door. Remove any dirt, dust, or debris that may have accumulated around the mirror opening. A clean mounting surface helps ensure the mirror sits flush against the door and provides proper seal against water and wind noise. Now position the replacement mirror against the door and align the mounting holes. While holding the mirror in place, install the upper mounting bolt first to support its weight. Next, install the remaining two mounting bolts. Once all 3 boards have been started by hand, tighten them evenly with a 10mm socket and ratchet. If you have a torque wrench, tighten the boards to the factory specification of 6.9 to 10.8 Nm or 5.1 to 8 pound-feet. Next, reconnect the electrical connector for the side mirror. Make sure it clicks into place. Now it's time to reinstall the door panel. Begin by reconnecting the power window switch connector. Make sure it is fully secure. Also, plug in the mirror switch connector. Then reconnect the tweeter speaker connector. Next, reconnect the latch cables to the door handle. Before reconnecting the latch cables, make sure the interior door handle lock is in the unlocked position, or in the same position it was in when you removed the cables. Otherwise, the cable housing will not seat properly. Begin by inserting the front tabs of the cable housing into the corresponding slots on the door panel. Next, swing the rear of the housing into its mounting position and press it in until the retaining tab clicks into place. Now lift the door panel into place and hook the upper edge over the window channel. Make sure the panel is fully seated along the top. Align the retaining clips with the holes in the door and press firmly around the panel until every clip snaps into place. Next, reinstall the screw into the armrest. Then press the small plastic cover back over the screw until it sits flush. If you replace the side view mirror for the passenger side door, there is one additional step here: reinstalling the grab handle screws. Reinstall the 2 Phillips screws and tighten them down. Then snap the grab handle cover back into place. Finally, align the triangular sail panel with the mounting holes on the door and press it in firmly until it snaps into place. Turn on the ignition and test the new mirror. Verify that the mirror adjusts properly in all directions. And if equipped, check the heated mirror, indicated turn signal, blind spot indicator, and power folding function. Also, confirm that the power window switches operate normally and that the door panel is securely installed with no loose clips or rattles. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Wheels for more DIY automotive repair videos. Thanks for watching.